Thank you very much. Yeah, a lot of things in that interview to kind of digest right now and really think about, because this is, in my opinion, and I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say, but probably the favorite to win the whole tournament. I do agree with JCap there, just looking at how they did just perform over at Birmingham and now here, but they don't necessarily look like the wrecking ball that we've seen them be before.
I mean, it wasn't that shocking of a series. When you think about it, the first hard point, Gibraltar, that's eUnited's pick, right? The London Docks it's Octane and Company's pick. They're able to take that. That didn't shock me. What really it came down to is search and destroy. And what's interesting, when you take a look at the second 2 weeks of Division B, LG fell off big time in search and destroy. I talked with Octane about this on the desk, and he's like, yeah, but what happened when we got to the event? All those Valkyrie losses, all those London Docks losses, we're winning them. All that practice ended up paying off. So now they get the Docks against a team that you would argue is better than them in search and destroy, but they're able to take it. So that extra time they put in at the end to play the maps they aren't that comfortable on, you see the dividends now.
Yeah, that was actually the next thing that I wanted to touch on as well. And Phil, it's this map pool for LG. As it gets deeper and deeper, that is really what I feel like is making them such a threat.
Yeah, I think, you know, when you have vetoes to be the best team in the world, you've got to be good at every game mode and map combination. And yes, you're always going to have kind of your good maps, your bad maps. But if you can have, say, one combined bad map and mode, let's, for example, say a Docks hardpoint for a team, yeah, you can eliminate that, but there's teams out there which have a bad CTF, a bad hardpoint, and 2 bad S&Ds, and it's like, that's not a good look. That's why that, you know, LG are in the position they are, because they've got those reps in on the Valkyries, they've got the reps in on those kind of newer maps and modes. So I think this is why we're seeing LG now solidify themselves again in top 3.
Well, I actually want to talk about the CTF a little bit, and I think that's actually where our scuff play of the game is going to come from. You know, we've had a lot of close, very close Arden 4 CTFs. I mean, we saw from Red in a couple of series, and this is the winning cap from Luminosity. There are just some insane plays down the stretch, and ultimately who clutches up, and we're going to see it here in a couple of seconds, is JCap when he comes off spawn. The veteran plays continue to come up big for him. So let's wait for Octane to drop. Octane drops down. Look at Cap here. Look at Cap. Nade out. Hits the first. Hits the shots. Then just right before he gets to the edge with that flag, he's able to pick it up. Gets the score and finds another kill in the back of that, so you don't have to worry about any kind of counter. This was just spectacular stuff from JCap. And he gets the streak there to get a glide bomb and fighter pilot to ultimately ice the game. That was that was sick from Cap.
He went from 0 score to like 650 with about 12 seconds, I think it was, or even less. And to get full streak, it was ridiculous. Again, that's why it's the play of the game. And, you know, we've talked about Cap in CTF now for years. And he just keeps on doing it. I think he's just such a good asset for any team to have. And Luminosity, even he said they're looking shaky, but they're still picking up W's. And like you said, Rich, probably the favorite now.
Yeah, and let's take a look at our bracket right now. They are still in that winners portion of the bracket. And that's kind of the thing to think about eUnited. They're not out of it just because they lost that one. They have dropped down to that losers bracket, but we already know Luminosity going to be going to that winners final. They're either going to be playing Optic Gaming or Team Caliber.
And the top 3 streak continues. It went, what, second, third, first, and now they're guaranteed top 3 again here. So that consistency again for this team prevails. And I mean, it's just, they're a fun team to watch. They're so talented. They have every single piece. We saw when they first formed, we did video pieces on this roster. And when we were talking about it, it's just like every single piece you need when it comes to veteran leadership, objective heavy sub, a slay heavy AR. They have all the pieces. They have all the ingredients, and now you're really seeing it come to fruition, man. They are a dominant team.
Yeah, but still keep eUnited in your mind as well, because this squad, they are going to be playing against FaZe with everything on the line. That is going to be their elimination match. But coming up next, the only